Hello, everyone. You may be curious about why I am wearing this hat. As you can see, this is Mario's twin brother, Luigi's hat. Luigi first appeared in the Mario Brothers arcade game, which was first released on July 14, 1983. This was about 30 years ago, and exactly one day before the Famicom launched in Japan. Luigi has appeared in many games since then, but most often in a supporting role. Even though he has appeared in so many games, he is still timid after all these years. We have several games featuring Luigi that we released in 2013, so we'd like to call it the Year of Luigi. The game that will kick off the Year of Luigi is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Ever since he first appeared in 1983, Luigi has been a great partner and rival for Mario. 18 years after his first appearance, he finally starred in Luigi's Mansion in 2001 for GameCube, his very own game. In order to rescue Mario, Luigi searched through a haunted mansion with his ghost-sucking vacuum, the Poltergust. Despite his great performance in that game, Luigi soon returned to his sidekick role. All these years after his leading debut, this great supporting actor is finally getting another shot in the limelight. Today, Mr. Miyamoto, who created Mario and Luigi and is the producer on this new game, would like to discuss the game with you. Come to think of it, this is the first appearance in Nintendo Direct for Mr. Miyamoto as well. Please take a look.
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto from Nintendo. Today I'd like to talk to you in a bit more detail about Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is scheduled for release on March 24th. Let's see, it must be 12 years now since we made the original Luigi's Mansion. When we first made it, and ever since, I've wanted to see the game in 3D. Using Nintendo 3DS really makes it feel as if there's depth to the rooms of the mansion, and as if Luigi is actually in them, really giving it the sense that this world actually exists. You play this game by exploring the dark mansion with just a lone flashlight to rely on. Exploring these long, dark corridors, and looking up and down as you climb these dark stairs. You need to look and investigate yourself as you go along. Creating an atmosphere that feels as if ghosts could appear from anywhere as you walk through the mansion, adding immersive realism to the lighting and shadows. The developers for Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon paid a great deal of attention to this type of presentation. I hope you will appreciate the efforts and also enjoy the immersion of the 3D visuals when you play the game. This time, along with your flashlight, you will also carry the Poltergust with you, just like the last game. Although this time, the Poltergust has received a lot of improvements. You can still use it to suck in lots of ghosts like before, but now you can also suck in lots of other things too. You also need to use the Poltergust to solve puzzles around the mansion. For example, sucking things in like this, or using it to spin a ceiling fan around, sucking up a bucket so you can fill it with water, or sucking up a ball before blowing it away. You can even fill a balloon up with air to carry you up or down. Puzzles like these will be the key to making your way through the mansion. Please try using it in lots of different ways. In addition to the strobulb, the Poltergust is also now fitted with a brand new dark light device. This dark light device is capable of finding items that have disappeared. The game is filled with lots of interesting puzzles you'll need to solve using this dark light to progress. If you try to suck up too much or something too big with an actual vacuum cleaner, it's a lot of work cleaning up the mess afterwards. But this is a video game, so you can just keep on sucking in as much as you want. And this time, there are a number of different mansions to explore, and each one has something unique about it. You'll encounter things like stairs and clocks that are haunted by ghosts, and the boss ghosts that have haunted each of the mansions are all very distinct. Each mansion also has all kinds of obstacles and traps set by the ghosts for you. These are really fun. Now I can finally tell you about how you actually fight with the ghosts. This time, before you can suck in a ghost, you'll need to stun them with the strobulb. It's a new move we added in this game. The rhythm and action of stunning them first before sucking them up and reeling them in as if you were fishing gives a really fresh feeling to fighting the ghosts. But the ghosts won't let themselves get caught so easily. Some ghosts will use objects to block the light from the strobulb. Some are even wearing sunglasses. And some will attack you from behind. You'll also need to hunt out poltergeists and ghosts which have possessed objects. And of course, boos also make an appearance. There are lots of different kinds of ghosts in the game. So the last one I'd like to show you is this dog. He's a little ghost dog. He seems to love gold and will run off with anything made of it. In order to chase after this dog, you'll need to use the dark light device to follow his footprints. You'll be able to see exactly what he gets up to when you play the game yourself. After listening to my explanation, you might wonder if Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and its mansions don't make this a scary horror game. But it is, instead, more of a light-hearted game based around funny interactions with all the comical ghosts. There are so many things you can do in the game, so there are quite a few controls to remember. But they are all pretty natural and intuitive. Learning them all is actually one of the fun things about the game. I hope when you play the game, you will be able to imagine yourself as Luigi and immerse yourself in this haunted mansion as if it were really there, and just have fun sucking everything up with the Poltergust. I really hope you will enjoy this game and all of its playful ghosts.
Thank you, Mr. Miyamoto. I'd like to share with you some information on the new multiplayer modes that we will be introducing in Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This mode supports up to 4 players and lets them play cooperatively as they climb up a tower called the Skyscraper. In addition to local wireless play and download play, the game also supports online play. All of the players will take the role of Luigi and will use the Poltergust 5000, strobe, and dark light to progress just like in the main game. Players can work together to defeat all the ghosts on each floor in Hunter mode. Escape each floor within the time limit in Climber mode. And search for hidden ghost dogs in Chaser mode. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon will be released on March 24th. Now for our next title. First, please take a look at this. Luigi is sleeping very soundly, isn't he? We are just about to show off his great performance in this game, so why is he sleeping? Let's play a trick on him. As you may have guessed, this video is from a new installment in the Mario and Luigi series of role-playing games. In this game for Nintendo 3DS, Luigi's dream acts are the setting for the game. As you saw in the video, sometimes The player must touch Luigi's face as he sleeps to solve puzzles. Or have multiple Luigi characters appear in battle to defeat swarming enemies. Of course, as with the previous games in the series, Mario will also be involved. Since it's only a dream, Luigi can be a powerful, brave hero in this game. The title of this game is Mario and Luigi Dream Team, and it will be released this summer. We'll have more details on this game soon, so please stay tuned. In the next game I'm about to discuss, Luigi may not be the main character, but he is one of the main characters. We are developing a new Mario Golf game for Nintendo 3DS. It includes deep golf gameplay that those familiar with the sport will appreciate, but also straightforward controls that anyone can enjoy. The game features a wide range of golf courses, from traditional designs to those inspired by Mario's world, as well as many familiar faces and game mechanics. The developer Camelot has deep knowledge of golf that they are applying to this game and are working really hard on the course design, controls, and the series' trademark Super Shots. We also plan to launch this game this summer, so please look forward to more information soon. Next, I'd like you to take a look at this. Since we are declaring that 2013 is the year of Luigi, I think we need to show this as well. It's a Wii U game I'd like to share with you. In fact, this downloadable content for New Super Mario Bros. U will change the existing 80+ courses into all new courses. By using this design, we are currently developing a new adventure starring Luigi called New Super Luigi U. Because his brother is not appearing in this game, Brothers is excluded from the title. This will be large-scale downloadable content, which is similar to the development of full software, so it will take some time. This is coming to the Wii U eShop in this year of Luigi. Today, I have some additional news about Wii U that pertains to one of our well-known characters that dresses in green. He might like the same color as Luigi, but I'm actually talking about Link. In Miiverse on Wii U, communities have been created for games that have already been released, and users have freely shared their experiences regarding already released games, but there are no communities for unreleased games. Therefore, there has been no community available for users to discuss The Legend of Zelda or the 2 new games in the series that we announced in our last Nintendo Direct. We really appreciate the enthusiasm of the Zelda fans, and at the same time, we thought it would be nice to create a place to freely discuss the series, so I asked our development team for their help. They are going to create a Miiverse community for The Legend of Zelda that will be available today. Mr. Aonuma may make an appearance from time to time, so please welcome him if you happen to see him. I hope that Through the games I have just shared, you now all can see how 2013 will truly be the year of Luigi. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you, Mr. Iwata, and hi everyone. This is Bill from the Nintendo Treehouse. Fire Emblem Awakening released 10 days ago to rave reviews. If you're considering purchasing it, now is the time to do so, because the first of many downloadable maps is available free of charge for only 3 more weeks. Get it before March 6th, because that's when the free offer ends and the price changes to $2.50. On that same date, the price of the first map pack will also change from $4 to $6 for the first 3 maps. So acting fast is to your advantage. New downloadable content will continue to become available for Fire Emblem Awakening in the weeks and months ahead, including today, when 2 new downloadable maps are available for purchase in-game at the Outrealm Gate on your world map. Champions of Yore 3 is available for $2.50. It features the same basic terrain layout as the free downloadable map, but a different story and a different challenge as you battle against legendary characters such as Marth, Roy, and Ike. If you've already purchased the Champions of Yore map pack, you'll be able to access this new map in-game today. From it, you will earn a new playable character named Micaiah, and can also earn a special skill that will increase all of a character's stats by 2 points. The Golden Gaff is also available today for $2.50. It is the first in a second set of maps, and this second pack of 3 maps can be purchased now for $6. The Golden Gaff pits you against a group of very wealthy enemies, and is a great way to earn a lot of gold that can then be brought back to your main game and used to purchase more powerful items. In coming weeks, there will be more downloadable maps with more playable characters, new class types, and other benefits you'll be able to bring back to the single-player game. Fire Emblem Awakening offers many different ways to extend your play, whether it's through new maps, items, and other content delivered regularly via Spot Pass, the new downloadable maps and map packs, Street Pass battles against other players, or simple but fun multiplayer. If you don't already have the game, the quickest and easiest way to get it is to go to Nintendo eShop to purchase it. And by downloading the game, there's no cartridge to potentially lose. If you already have it, you may receive a special swap note from someone close to the game. Fire Emblem Awakening is one of the first great Nintendo 3DS games of 2013, and you really don't want to miss it. But there's a lot more coming. We know many of you are eagerly awaiting Animal Crossing New Leaf, and I'm pleased to say that the wait is almost over. We're working hard at completing the North American version of the game, and you'll be able to play it in just a few short months. The development team considers this to be the definitive version of Animal Crossing, and they have done a tremendous job of both adding new features as well as making general improvements across the entire game to make this Animal Crossing spring to life in ways that feel new and fresh. It starts the moment you arrive in town by train, when you are quickly appointed mayor. After a short briefing at City Hall and your first big decision, deciding where you want to build your house, your new Animal Crossing life will start. And you can start your new life however you like. The first and only thing you have to complete is a simple one: planting a memorial tree in the town plaza. You're the boss now, so no more doing chores for Tom Nook. You can meet the animal citizens of your town at your own leisure, and instead focus on jumping right in to shaping and customizing your town the way you like. Your house is one of the first places you'll start customizing your town, and since your initial loan is much smaller this time, you'll be able to pay off your first house and begin planning your first remodel much more quickly. And now, you can customize the outside of your house for the first time too. Add a hedge, change your door, or make the roof look like a Japanese castle. There are many ways to make your house stand out. When you do decide to meet your animal neighbors, you might find some new species living in town. And you'll find some of your favorite familiar characters have set up shop in the new Main Street shopping area across the tracks. You'll spend much less time running around from place to place, and instead, you can get all your errands done at once. And you'll even find getting those errands done to be much more convenient with the handy touchscreen interface. You'll also come across Happy Home Showcase, a street of model homes. This is where you can see the homes of players you've connected with via Street Pass. It is just one of the many ways to share your home and your town with others, including a new feature added just for the North American release of the game. But we'll need more time than we have today to talk about the game's online and wireless connectivity features, so stay tuned for more details closer to launch. We've already talked about the enhanced fashion choices and custom designs in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and now the fashion sense of Animal Crossing is branching out into another game with roots in fashion, Style-Savvy Trendsetters. Unique Animal Crossing-inspired fashions are coming to Style-Savvy Trendsetters today, with the new Gracie Grace line of clothes. You can use these new fashions when coordinating your character's outfit in the game, which, of course, will also be visible in your online shop. And there will be more new fashions coming to Style-Savvy via Spot Pass in the coming months, including in-game fashions based on the popular Japanese brand Liz Lisa. For some of you, Style-Savvy may be a great way to spend your time between now and when Animal Crossing launches. There are 2 demos available on the Nintendo eShop, and the game itself can be purchased there as well. You can give it a try, or you can give it as a gift for Valentine's Day. Our friends at TT Games have finished work on LEGO City Undercover, and it will be coming to Wii U on March 18th. It is the next defining experience on Wii U, and one that you do not want to miss. This week we're showing some areas of the game that we haven't revealed yet, showcasing the LEGO City Airport, King's Court, and Paradise Sands. I could go on and on about LEGO City, because it brings a new kind of experience to Wii U, and brings a very welcome new perspective to open world gaming, one that is fun for both kids and adults. LEGO City is also coming to Nintendo 3DS in the form of LEGO City Undercover: The Chase Begins, launching on April 21st. It lets you bring the exciting world of LEGO City with you wherever you go, and in that world, you'll see your favorite LEGO City vehicles and playsets come to life as you help Chase McCain prove himself in his first case as a rookie cop. LEGO City Undercover: The Chase Begins is an entirely different game with its own unique missions. It's set in the same world as LEGO City Undercover for Wii U, but has a different storyline set 2 years before the events of the Wii U game. I encourage you to give both LEGO City games a try this spring. I know some of you have been enjoying Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge on Wii U, the definitive version of Team Ninja's latest action-packed adventure. We recently released a game update that activated new playable characters such as Kasumi from the Dead or Alive series. And there's another content-packed update on the way. This one is coming later this month and includes 1 new costume each for Ryu Hayabusa, Ayane, Momiji, and Kasumi, as well as 25 new ninja trial missions. Best of all, the update is free to everyone who owns the game, so there's no reason not to get it. Late last year, we announced that Wii Street U powered by Google would soon be coming to Wii U, and I'm pleased to announce it is now available as a free download in the Wii U eShop. The Wii U gamepad's motion controls make it easy to look around and view a scene from any direction, recreating that location right in your living room, whether you're looking at Nintendo's headquarters or a tropical reef. It's another example of how the Wii U gamepad can be used to make existing services and applications more convenient, more intuitive, and more fun. We hope you'll take some time to try it out and see how peering through the gamepad screen can help you take a 360-degree virtual tour of your favorite city without having to leave your living room. Now, let's take a look at a few games coming soon to the Nintendo eShop.
Last year we confirmed that a new downloadable title called Harmonite would soon be coming to Nintendo 3DS. The game is made by Game Freak, the developers of the Pokémon series, and in their time spent working on this beloved franchise, the team at Game Freak has cultivated a unique knack for creating easy-to-play but deeply rich games. Harmonite is no different, creating a unique experience where your actions create the very rhythms and harmonies of the music. In this game, you'll beat levels using essentially 2 simple actions, attacking and jumping. Collecting music notes and beating enemies with the right timing adds richness and depth to the harmony, which provides incentive for playing through levels more than once. More than 50 levels across 8 worlds blend a symphony of instruments across multiple musical themes, from marches to rock. And there are hidden advanced ways to play, such as speed modes that can be unlocked after earning a high enough score. You'll also be able to challenge your skills against pieces of music like this one, which only Game Freak could provide as a bonus track. HarmoKnight will be available for purchase in the Nintendo 3DS eShop on March 28th, and will have a demo in the eShop on March 14th. Our next game has a title as unique as its gameplay. It's called Kersploosh, and the name says it all. You want to be one with the stone from the toss to the splash on its journey down the well. You'll have to navigate your way down the well, dodging obstacles along the way. Obstacles like donuts, pizzas, cookies, and more. Different stones have different properties, and different wells have different paths. You want to master them all as you embrace the challenge of achieving that final spectacular splash as quickly as you can. Look for it in the eShop on March 7th. If you're a fan of action puzzle gameplay, especially the kind of action puzzle gameplay that features Mario and Donkey Kong, then we've got good news for you. Mario and Donkey Kong Minis on the Move is coming to the Nintendo 3DS eShop soon. It completely reimagines what you've come to expect from the series, introducing puzzles where you're racing against the clock to create paths and get the mini Marios to the goal. The game will feature multiple puzzle modes based on the same core concept, as well as unlockable mini-games. You want to learn each mode and then master the puzzles, which will help turn you into an expert puzzle creator yourself, as the game will include a robust system for creating and sharing your own puzzle content. We'll have more information to share in the coming weeks, so keep visiting the Nintendo eShop to stay on top of the latest details. Last year, we launched Dylan's Rolling Western for the Nintendo 3DS eShop. Well, Dylan's headed back to the eShop in a sequel planned for release soon called Dylan's Rolling Western: The Last Ranger. Like the first game, this is an action tower defense game which combines the strategy elements of Dylan defeating enemies with weapon emplacements that players can deploy around the map, and the action elements of Dylan directly attacking opponents with flashy action moves like rolling attacks and claw slashes. New to The Last Ranger, Dylan can recruit new allies by battling and defeating them throughout the game. There's the strong but greedy lizard gunman Gallo, the foolish but powerful bear Boone, and the mysterious squid assassin from the East Sea, Nomad. In addition to keeping villages safe from harm from the waves of approaching enemies, Dylan must also now protect a train that moves throughout each of the game's main stages. Players now have more strategic options to consider, but can share tips on how to clear stages with others via Street Pass. This game is sure to satisfy fans of the original Dylan's Rolling Western, but it's also a great place to jump in and see what this unique series and its memorable main character are all about. Dylan's Rolling Western: The Last Ranger will be available in the Nintendo eShop on April 11th. If you'd prefer to spend some time with classic games from the past, we have 2 upcoming launches for the Nintendo 3DS Virtual Console that you won't want to miss. Harvest Moon and Legend of the River King from Natsume will both be available in the Nintendo eShop in the coming months. Both games originally made their debut on the Game Boy Color and join an assortment of nearly 70 classic games that you can download and play on your Nintendo 3DS. As you can see, the release schedule for the Nintendo 3DS eShop is busy in the coming months. And if you haven't visited the eShop recently, or don't yet have a Nintendo 3DS, we're kicking off 2 new promotions that will give you a good reason to check out everything it has to offer. For our first promotion, get Super Mario 3D Land or one of these 5 Nintendo 3DS games for free if you buy and register a Nintendo 3DS XL system and either Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon or Pokémon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity between March 21st and April 30th. Our next promotion, which starts today, puts select eShop games on sale. Here's the full list of participating games. We already covered the Nintendo 3DS eShop, but Wii U has its own eShop, and it is the place to go to download full retail games, unique digital indie games, virtual console games, new online services, and new downloadable content for games like Assassin's Creed 3 and Just Dance 4. And for owners of the Wii U Deluxe set, remember that you have a very special incentive for buying content on the Wii U eShop. For every purchase you make, you'll automatically earn 10% back in points you can use towards the purchase of any other digital content. What this means is you could purchase any 2 full games for $59.99, like ZombiU and New Super Mario Bros. U, and earn enough points to get Mighty Switch Force Hyperdrive Edition at no cost. That's a great deal. This all happens automatically for Deluxe Set owners and at no additional charge. All you need to do is go to ddp.nintendo.com, log in with your Nintendo Network ID, and start tracking your purchases and converting points into codes. This is a benefit you don't want to miss out on. Now let's take a look at what developers outside Nintendo have been working on.
Oh, thanks, Kit. Sorry, I was a bit distracted by our recently released Hyrule Historia book. But let's get to some of the great titles you can expect from our partners over the next few months. On February 17th, Nintendo will release a new Wii U bundle in the US and Canada that includes the acclaimed ZombiU game from Ubisoft. The Wii U ZombiU Deluxe Set comes with all of the contents of the standard Wii U Deluxe Set, plus the addition of the ZombiU game, a black Wii U Pro controller, and a collectible art booklet. Nintendo Land will also be included as a downloadable game. The ZombiU Deluxe Set will be available at a suggested retail price of $389.99. Moving to our Wii U digital titles, we've got BitTrip presents 1 or 2 Future Legend of Rhythm Alien from Gaijin Games. Players will run through fantastic environments using brand new moves to amazing new soundtracks as they run, jump, slide, kick, and soar towards the goal. Between this release and the great deal on BitTrip Saga in the Nintendo 3DS eShop right now, there are plenty of ways to get stuck into this fantastic franchise. Also in February, Zen Studios brings us Zen Pinball 2, the premier pinball experience on Wii U, featuring advanced ball physics, beautiful graphics, tournament play, multiplayer, and regular releases of new add-on tables. Zen Pinball 2 will be a free download on the Wii U Nintendo eShop and comes with trials for each table. Two Tribes is set to bring our favorite chubby chicken back in Tokitori 2, coming to the eShop this March. The game features an open world filled with interesting creatures that can be explored by players at their own pace. Playable story sections advance the game's plot and slowly reveal what's going on in Tokitori's world. The game also fully supports off-TV gameplay on the Wii U gamepad and a level editor to be added soon. Moving to Nintendo 3DS, we've got the highly anticipated release of Konami's Castlevania Lords of Shadow Mirror of Fate, confirmed for release on March 5th, exclusively on Nintendo 3DS. Control multiple characters across different eras and discover the blood feud between the Belmont clan and their dark ancestor, Dracula. This game looks absolutely stunning, so be sure to check out the demo available to download from the Nintendo 3DS eShop on February 28th. Oh boy, the wait is almost over. Capcom is bringing Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate to both Wii U and Nintendo 3DS platforms on March 19th. Wii U players can go online and hunt with up to 4 players in a group, complete with voice chat. For players in the West, this is a great new feature for Monster Hunter. The game is also compatible with cross-platform play. A Wii U player can connect with up to 3 Nintendo 3DS players to create a hunting party. Play on the Wii U and digitally transfer your data to the Nintendo 3DS to continue the hunt anytime, anywhere. Be sure to check out the eShop demo available on both platforms on February 21st. Get ready for some heavy drifting as EA is bringing the highly acclaimed Need for Speed Most Wanted to Wii U with tons of exclusive new features and functionality. In co-driver mode, one player drives using the Wii Remote or Wii U Pro Controller, while another player helps them out on the Wii U gamepad. Tap the screen to drift or distract the cops, switch night to day, or activate Boost U to power through the traffic with a quick burst of nitrous. If your TV's in use, switch over to off-TV mode to continue the action. And we're also happy to announce that this will be the first third-party title to incorporate Miiverse into the game. Post to Miiverse on the fly from Free Drive Easy Drive, and you will be able to receive posts in-game through Picture Paradise mode. But that's not all. The Wii U SKU also includes the Ultimate Speed Pack for free, so you can take to the streets in 5 of the sickest, most ludicrously fast cars ever made. On March 26th, Activision launches The Walking Dead Survival Instinct on Wii U, a first-person action survival game that immerses you in the world of the award-winning TV series. Resource management is critical as you decide either to run and gun the hordes of undead or take a more stealthy approach to survive. Decisions matter as you encounter a slew of characters that can help or hurt you in a variety of ways. On April 16th, Injustice: Gods Among Us from Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment arrives on Wii U. Play as some of your favorite DC superheroes in this epic fighting game, including Batman, The Flash, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Use the Wii U gamepad to quickly access your quick moves list, or play the game fully featured in off-TV mode. Fighting fans will be happy to know that the game runs at a full 60 frames a second, and will also feature a ton of great DLC available in the Nintendo eShop. And speaking of heroes, I've got one more title that features some that you may be a bit familiar with. Disney Infinity was announced last month, and we are super excited for the title to arrive in June on the Wii, Wii U, and Nintendo 3DS platforms. Here you see some of the prototypes for their initial playset, which will feature Mr. Incredible, Sully, and Captain Jack Sparrow. These playsets will have story-driven adventures, but can also be utilized in toy box mode to create one-of-a-kind Disney adventures. More on this exciting new franchise, including details on the unique Nintendo 3DS SKU, in the coming months. We have launched a ton of amazing content over the last few months, both digitally and in packaged form, and as you've seen, we have even more great content on the way.
Thank you, Damon. As you can see, there's great content on the way for Nintendo 3DS and Wii U all throughout 2013. But we aren't done yet. I have one last announcement I'd like to share with you today. Donkey Kong has long been a fan favorite character, but he's yet to star in a game on Nintendo 3DS until now. We're bringing the smash hit platformer Donkey Kong Country Returns to Nintendo 3DS this summer in Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. This version of the game is being rebuilt for Nintendo 3DS, and the game's 3D graphics really have to be seen to be believed. We're making a special 3D video of this game available exclusively in the eShop for Nintendo 3DS today, so you could see how the dynamic, layered levels and backgrounds spring to life. I hope you enjoyed everything we've shared today. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.